poets like to rave about the beauty of the full forest. There is nothing beautiful about decay.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rock joints.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? Good. These will make wonderful settings for my rings. The ivory from this tusk will be perfect for the inlay on my amulets. Perfect. Melting this down will give me plenty of gold for those necklaces I started. No, I think I have enough here to get started. Here, let me give you this. It's the least I can do for all your trouble. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Well, if it isn't my little problem solver. Good. Good. Just point me in the right direction and I'll do the rest. So, the whore thinks the Blackbriar Reach ends at the border of Skyrim, eh? She'll soon discover her mistake. You've done me a great service, my friend. Allow me to compensate you for the information. This key opens one of my stashes in the basement of the meadery. Help yourself to any of its contents. When speaking of the Blackbriars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you? Visit me anytime. I'm not going anywhere soon.
You look ready to take on just about anything. Wish I could say the same for myself.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from
Crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
Beautiful marbles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure, that's what I meant. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honric. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Come back and see us again.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? Like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this could be yours.
If you're looking for a bed, this is the wrong place. This heap of matchsticks is what everyone calls Helga's bunkhouse. Can you stay here? No. The bunkhouse is for the working man, not some sort of luxury inn for tourists. Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap. I don't know why I bother.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore. Work? I suppose you can call it that. I call it slavery. I work my fingers to the bone keeping this disgusting place clean. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in, it's been a nightmare. How was I to know she was such a wretched woman? So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's disgusting. I think she takes her worship of Dibella a bit too seriously. Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm, to rub her nose in it. Actually, there is, but I don't think I could get away with doing it. She'd kill me if she found out. You see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her affection called a Mark of Dibella. If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. Well, I don't know what she'd do. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's not the best idea. Sure, leave. Not like you care anyway.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why won't Helga acknowledge me? That's an odd and brusque way to address a stranger now, isn't it? That, I believe, I will never understand the etiquette here. Everything is about saving time and how short life is. No one ever stops to sit down and read a good book. Or a bad book, for that matter. The Divines know there are plenty of those. What about you? Do you enjoy the art of reading? Then you've come to the right place. Wujita will need your loaf for a drop of skooma, and you could probably slip a maid outfit on From Deepest Fathoms without her ever noticing. In Riften, everyone's spear gets polished. Please don't tell Kirava I said that. I'm not a friend, I'm a suitor. If only I could convince her to see me as such. And follow a bunch of Argonians? Talk about your sloppy seconds. No offense. Yes, it's not like I don't have friends that are Argonian. Real ones, not the imaginary kind people make up to hide their prejudice. I can even tell you their names. Wujita's a kind soul, and a good fisherman, at least when she isn't offering favors for skooma. Kirava and Talon J are the personification of true love, something we all aspire to achieve. Marry Helga. Now there's a frightening thought. Oh no, I assure you my intentions are entirely puerile. I want to bed her. I want to dip my face in her ample bosom and make crude animal noises. I want to taste her apple pie, eat her sweet roll, and now I'm hungry. Yes, I suppose you're right. It's just from a purely intellectual standpoint, there aren't too many places to learn the Dibellan arts. I mean, I don't even have to bed her. I'm fairly observant. The least she could do is let me watch. It's well known that Helga is what ruffians call a very loose woman. Man, mer, dwarven centurion, they say she takes all who are willing. Somehow, I managed to be excluded from this special fraternity. Don't remind me of that place. I saved up all my gold, traveled to the opposite end of Skyrim, and what did they tell me? The sisters are communing with the Bella and can't be disturbed. I've never heard a worse excuse in all my years. Oh no, I'm not going through that again. Helga is right here, and by all accounts not a picky woman. Oh? Books are my favorite subject. Well, other than, you know. Understood. We'll keep this conversation completely focused on bosoms. I mean books. No, sorry, what I'm trying to say is breasts. At least if we're talking about the erotic brand of literature. Why yes, 3 of them in fact. I'm not entirely sure why or even who sent them. But perhaps it was someone who knew of my fondness for literature. You can have them, actually. Hopefully they'll help you fill up some of those empty hours.
Did you feel that? It feels like...
If you have any tips on how to woo Helga, let me know.
Dinner yet?
I take some solace in the fact that my servants have long since deceased, and none in the fact that I was not there to watch them die.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to a Munchenzel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. You must bring it to a Munchenzel. In the West, return it to them. It must go back.
I love it here.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came
What? 3? Damn. And of course they're all different. Maybe you can help. This is a puzzle, you see. And there's a way to narrow things down. Alright, I'll tell you. It goes back to my bandit days. The chief did this kidnapping job a few years back. When it came time for the ransom, the noble told him about this safe, with enough gems and gold to fill a mammoth. Problem is, the guy didn't know the combination. He had it hidden away in this cipher, and the key was in these books he passed on to some friends. The chief thought it was a trick, figured if he just kept torturing him, he'd get the combination. Of course, I knew better. I promised the noble I'd kill the chief if he gave me their names. But the poor sod was too far gone to tell me much of anything. Not only that, but which order to use them. The cipher isn't clear on that. It just says Book 1 and Book 2. But the chief left a clue. What do you make of this phrase? The clue is in the second book. Well, go ahead. See if you can come up with any ideas. Remember, the clue is in the second book.
Hey there, Dragonborn. Hey!
It is done. I won't go back to the Munch.
So, found anything? Figures. We aren't exactly scholars, you and I. Still, I think if I had to bet, you'd have a better chance at solving this thing than me. Tell you what, why don't I sell you this cipher at a discount? That way, I'll still get something out of this. And if you can crack the code, you get the treasure all to yourself. Well, I don't know. How does 3,000 gold sound? The contents in that safe have to be at least 20 times that amount. But enter the wrong combination and you get nothing. For me, the odds just aren't worth it. Your loss. I just figured since you seem to have a better handle of puzzles, it'd be the best way for us to both make money. Way I see it, there's a 50-50 chance I screw this up and then no one gets paid. But it's your call. Here, for your trouble.
Those 50 sweet ones.
I don't like this place. It feels like we're being watched.
It's a simple job, Drennan. We get in, we steal the lexicon, we leave. Don't get jumpy.
If you two cannot handle this, we can find others to hire.
Enough. Their services will be more than adequate. Let us continue.
These scheming ruins always make my hair stand up.
I guess I can include a few more for the Annihilation records. Okay then. Onwards, I guess.
This place is unbelievable. Indeed. Avanchanzel is as much a library as it is a city, built to hold the vast memories of the dweller. To clean up your mess. Protocol to eradicate enemy engaged. Let the killing commence. I mean, bye.
Maybe I should have invested in a large file. It's hard to fight with all these files. Won't end well for you.
Why are all these metal things ignoring us?
Avangenzel is waiting.
Waiting for what?
No one seems to know. Perhaps the end of the dweller. Perhaps the end of the world.
Best get rid of the ones we see, just in case. In the name of the recorder, up! You should have hired a thief.
We are thieves, you fool. We're stealing the cube.
And yet none of us can pick a damn lock.
Excellent work. This place is huge.
It is large indeed. I didn't anticipate Avangenzel's size or the time needed to uncover the entrance. A few hours sleep, and we should be ready to continue through.
Maybe we should turn back. I don't want to sleep here.
Drennan, you do understand that the lexicon at the bottom of this place holds the accumulated memories of centuries of Dwemer.
Not to mention our pay.
So we're not turning back, you fool.
Besides, you're not scared of a few sleeping metal men, are you, Drennan?
Okay then. Onwards, I guess. Now we see some.
No problem. Let me give you some room.
I thought you said these things were sleeping.
You said they were sleeping. I said they were waiting. The two of them were waiting for someone to try and take the lexicon.
Great.
Before fighting? No, I don't think so. But I don't mind.
Let the field mouse run. Your pay will be double.
My pay will be nothing if we die in here.
Calm yourself, Freya. We are closing in on the lexicon. I can feel it calling. We'll continue without Drennan. Can you hear the lexicon calling out?
So we grab it and we get out, right?
Once we have the lexicon, we'll need to take it to its podium. I know what to do from there. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be mine.
Ours. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be ours.
Of course.
You realize that you make the Dragonborn's adventure longer and thus my record bigger? So you'll pay for that extra weight I have to carry. Let's play a game. It's called Who's Still Standing? Don't worry, there's a very clear winner, and it's about to be me.
Almost there. I can hear the lexicon. Come on, quickly.
Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, sorry, but you're not worth it to put in my record, so
wait.
Goodbye. Maybe I should have invested in the one bag. It's hard to fight with all this fire. You can run. No, actually, you can't. Die.
Let us search them and move on.
Was that it?
Nobody.
Okay then. Onwards, I guess.
like it here.
What do you need?
Any luck finding the butcher?
I'm glad you were able to correct your mistake. I released Unfathomable immediately. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Did I file all the combat records yet? Better double check. Bartender? Hi, yes. Would you have any bottled water by any chance? Oh, and 10 sweet rolls with that, please. Hey there, Dragonborn. Ready for battle, I see. We can always talk. What's up? Oh, great. More snow. Oh, but at least there's the warm embrace and love for foreigners in the city. Oh wait, there's none of that too? Okay then. Record 8M32. Windhelm is officially the worst place as a potential tourist stop in Skyrim. Future visitors must be warned. Sure. See you soon.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Something on your mind? I see you found Inigo the Brave. It's just a little thing I've been working on. It is probably rubbish. Hand it over, and if we're relaxing somewhere safe, I'll read it to you if you want. Okay, let us get back to it. Everything okay? Okay, but remember I am not a professional writer. I hope you like it. Inigo the Brave, a tale suitable for any gender and race, at any time. One day, Inigo was walking through his spider farm, minding his own business, when he smelt something was wrong. His nose was the best in the land, so he followed it to a nearby cave, where he found a beautiful woman of unspecified race crying. "What's wrong?" said Inigo. "A smelly troll stole my sister," said the radiant woman. "Can you help me? Please bring her back." Inigo looked into the dark cave, then into the eyes of the woman. "If she's alive, I will save your sister," he said. "Thank you," wept the woman. She kissed him, and he entered the cave, bow in hand. He could smell ugly troll everywhere. He soon came to a fork in the tunnel. A little stream ran to the left, and a patch of glowing moss illuminated the way to the right. Left or right? The stream was cold, but Inigo was hardy, and he liked the splashing noises his feet made. He soon found a dead man clutching a note. What do we do? Inigo bravely reached for the note, but as his hand closed around it, the man came alive. He was a zombie. Think fast. Inigo bravely stabbed the zombie with an arrow and pierced its brain by way of its eye. It shuddered and died. Inigo read the note. "I love you. Meet me in the cave at midnight," said the note. It was a woman's writing. Inigo looked up and saw a troll close by. Inigo was very sneaky, but as he got closer, the troll smelt his delicious aroma and swiped at Inigo with an ugly claw. What do we do? Inigo used his legendary reflexes and dodged the troll. The stupid beast tumbled to the side and fell through a hole in the cave floor. Inigo heard its neck snap below. He chuckled to himself, then looked about. Where do we go? Inigo landed lightly and looked about. He was in an immense bad-smelling chamber. The sound of messy eating surrounded him. What do we do? Even in the darkness, Inigo was a great archer, and shortly after he loosed an arrow, he heard a yowl of pain. It was a woman. Around him, trolls advanced out of the dimness. The wounded woman shouted, "Kill the handsome cat! What do we do now?" Inigo used his keen senses and aimed true. He heard the woman gasp, then fall to the floor. The trolls lost their nerve and ran away. Inigo could hear that the woman was near death but still alive. What's the plan? "What's going on here?" said Inigo. The woman replied, "I needed to feed my pets. I'm sorry, I know it was wrong." She coughed wetly. "I need you to tell my sister something. Come closer." Do we trust her? In a textbook example of skill and grace, Inigo loosed an arrow into the woman's face. As she expired, her body thrashed and began to change. It grew thick fur and hard skin. Soon her corpse looked half troll, half ugly woman. Inigo covered his nose against its stench and left the cave. "Did you find my sister?" asked the pretty woman waiting outside. "Yes, I had to kill her. I am sorry," said Inigo. "Thank you," said the woman. She was going to kill me if I didn't bring her more food for her trolls. Inigo was very understanding and took her to his farm to recuperate. It turned out that the woman liked playing with spiders as much as Inigo. They were married a month later and lived happily ever after. The end. We did it. Well done, my friend. I hope you enjoyed my book.
Anyone else but their own kind. If I get jumped, I'm out.
Okay, if you want to hear it again, just let me know.
Captain, have you heard these stories of dragons?
Elda, you know better than to believe every idiot traveler that wanders through.
But they're saying that one of them freed Ulfric. That he's in league with them.
Think about how ridiculous that sounds. Come now. Skyrim's a mess.
Don't worry.
This is an ode to the
We'll
dragon.
get through this somehow.
Legend we all know and love.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
I tell you, the dragonborn comes. With a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art.
I tell you, the dragonborn comes.
It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, beware, the dragonborn comes.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. Believe, the dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the dragonborn's come.
Lay waste to your foes, and let nothing go to waste. Indeed, there are similarities between a dragon who segregates itself from all things and one who dwells in stopped time. Yet the similarities end there. I sought to achieve the impossible. The children of Akatosh are simply immortal by default. Yes, as pieces of art, their existence is tolerable. There is no need to destroy that which does not decay. However, not all decay occurs in the body. The dragons were believed to be unmatched in battle. Yet if that were so, then what has come to Skyrim is a deteriorated husk of a once glorious race. Of my servants, there were 3 whom I trusted with guarding my body during the transfer. Fane the illusionist, Marius the warlock, and the cleric Irulen, who herself left the Sigic Order to serve my will. Together they were powerful, but on their own they were nothing more than worthless sycophants. Such was the reasoning behind their selection. Yet only one managed to betray my will, and kill the others in the process. Ah, mortal, now you strike at the heart of it. For I am the one who put faith in the power of avarice, and my death is no one's fault but my own. I am right behind you.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I think of them. We ought to dig a big hole, throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it, and Let them tear each other to pieces.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.